CultPop!
What's up to all our sidekicks and henchmen out there in the Geek Nation? I am Johnny Destructo. You can call me JD. I am the owner of Johnny Destructo's Hero Complex at 4327 Main Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I am here to bring you not one, but two Thunder Rounds. What is a Thunder Round? It is a 60-second review of almost anything. Usually it's comic books. But today, because it's such a big book and we were both pretty excited about it, we're going to have two Thunder Rounds in this video. I'm going to kick us off and I'm going to give it over to Noel. And Noel's going to give you his 60 seconds. We have not seen each other's Thunder Rounds. I'm just going to edit them together after they are finished. So I'm kind of a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I grew up loving the cartoon and the comic book and the action figures. I had all the action figures. And the arcade game. I love that arcade game. Every so often I will go back and visit it. That's a bucket of fun, that arcade game. So I haven't really kept up with them since then. I didn't really pay much attention to them recently or until recent years, where Noel, the aforementioned Noel, had said that the IDW series is actually quite good. So I went ahead and grabbed the first hardcover, the big boy, and I've just recently started reading that. And so I'm curious to see how that's going to go. I know they're into 100-odd issues. I might just jump ahead. So we'll see how it goes. But this particular book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin, #1, came out today, Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. And it is the cat's pajamas. Everyone's stoked about it. Everyone's calling my shop about it, trying to get a hold of it. I didn't even get enough for my subscribers because a lot of shops got allocated, which means that you ordered a certain amount and then the distributor went, well, you can have this many instead. Instead of that number that you wanted, we're going to give you this number that we want to give you. So I think I had like 20 subscribers and I got 17 copies, which isn't bad. Some shops only got 1 or 2 copies. So counting my lucky stars on that one. So I was very excited for this book, and I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Bam. So I think that this is a pretty light first issue. There's a lot of action in it. There's a lot of sneaking around and doing stuff, but I think as far as plot is concerned, not a lot to go off of just yet. That's not a bad thing. I think it's off to a great start, and it has built enough of the world of this future, which is basically a Dark Knight Returns meets Escape from New York from the 80s, the movie, where we have one of the turtles is left alive. The rest of the turtles are dead. We don't know which turtle this is until the end of this issue. They do tell you. I'm not going to tell you who it is, though. So one of them is still alive, and he is out to get revenge on the guy who is basically running stuff right now. I'm not going to tell you who that is either, but the art is fantastic. It very much has a Frank Miller vibe with the inking and everything, and it's a great looking book. It's a nice oversized issue, which I think is cool, and there we go. Done. That's the end of it. So I'm going to keep talking anyway. So I think this is off to a great start, and it's definitely worth checking out. If you're able to get to your local comic shop and get a copy, do so immediately, because it is flying off the shelves. I am out of copies. I've also ordered the second printing. It is also out of print already. It hasn't even shipped yet. What? Ugh. So, yeah, I think if you're at least mildly interested in the Turtles, this is worth checking out. I'm a big fan of future stories, of Dark Knight Returns type stories, even the one, I think I'm the only person in the world who liked Spider-Man Reign, which was basically Kari Andrews' Spider-Man version of Dark Knight Returns. And I thought that was friggin' bonkers cool. So take what I say with a grain of salt. If you didn't like that, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah. Those are my thoughts. Those are my quick and dirty thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin. I am about to punch it over to Noel, and he's going to tell you what he thinks. I'll see you in a bit. Badoosh!
Thank you, JD, for that introduction and definition as to what a Thunder Round is and what we're going to be doing. The same book, but you don't know what I'm saying and I don't know what you're saying, but I'm assuming it's similar-ish? or wildly different, whatever. But as you had said, Thunder Round 60-second review. I'm going to stay on the clock as much as humanly possible. We'll see. But yeah, if you hadn't mentioned already, I'll mention because I didn't see what you're doing. But if you mention again, then that's cool too. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we post something and or go live. We normally go live Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to do our live stream of our podcast, CultPop Podcast, where we talk about this week's past comics, reviews, as well as pop culture news. Yay! So much fun. But let's get into the meat of it, right? So Thunder Round review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin, which is in a prestige format, a bit larger. It's like 2 inches larger than a normal comic book or normal floppy. Written by, there's a lot of credits in this book. It's story by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Tom Waltz. Script by Tom Waltz and Kevin Eastman. Layouts by Kevin Eastman. Pencils by Esau and Isaac Escorza. So I hope that's clear. But anyway, let's do it. 60 seconds on the clock, starting now. So I'm currently reading the ongoing TMNT title, and it's really fun. I started at like issue 88 or something, and just have been reading since. I think we're on like 110. But this is kind of almost the Dark Knight Returns version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There is one left. We don't know which turtle it is, but it is a post-apocalyptic future. All mutants have been killed. The heir to the Foot Clan is now in charge of this almost like Blade Runner-esque future, and this turtle, lone turtle, is talking to his brothers in his head and or kind of feels them around him as he's going on essentially a suicide mission to take out this corporation. It is gritty but kind of fun. It's very to the point. It's very simple, but in an effective and cool way. It's also very evocative of the time period it's in. I saw the time.
I'm not sure I understand.
I saw the timer go off. I did it. But whatever. I'm just gonna cheat. It feels very much like the old Turtles books, without kind of poo-pooing the current Turtles books. It's a very specific, it's a buttload of fun. So that's cool. I'm glad I read it, and I look forward to the next issue. Didn't change my life. Didn't think it would. It's very nostalgic, not in a detrimental way, but in a way as if you had read previously this creative team's work, their version of the Turtles, this will hit you probably much more favorably than anybody that's only been reading maybe the last year or two of TMNT ongoing, or especially people who are only familiar with them from the current cartoons, which are completely different in tone. This, I wouldn't go as far as say this is gritty and not your daddy's Turtles, but it is darker in tone, like clearly just by the plot that they're all dead except one. I think I know which turtle it is, but they don't explicitly reveal it in this issue. But the back of the cover might be a bit of an indication. I won't talk about it here. But either way, I would say pick this up. It's pretty fun. Or, if you wait for the collection, it'll be a nice 5 or 6 issues of prestige, a little bigger. It's kind of nice. But either way, those are my thoughts. That was more than a minute. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin #1 by Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, and Tom Waltz. Thank you very much. And JD, we'll transition this back to you. I guess we'll just do it with a fist bump again. Either way, I'll talk to you later, man. Bye.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I didn't watch all of that ahead of time before editing, so I didn't know that he was going to throw it back to me with another fist bump. So I'm getting ready for bed. I'm going to throw this at the end of the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and let us know what you thought of TMNT The Last Ronin. We're super curious to hear what you have to say about it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, engage with us. We are super lonely, and we need your love. So I guess that's it. Don't forget to join us this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. where we will review, with spoilers, not only this book, but several others. And you can hang out with us live and be part of the conversation. So You can tweet at me at JDsHeroComplex. You can tweet at Noel at Mr. Bartocci. And don't forget to join the CultPop Facebook page and all that other good stuff. I hope you guys have a great week. Oh, and if you hear from Noel or you want to, send him a congratulations because he's getting married Friday. And I'm going to officiate the wedding. It's going to be dope. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks so much. I'll talk at you later.
CultPop!